He would, everybody, like everybody kind of like hung out. Like, oh, everywhere in the world.
Clay County, 1876. Grayback rebels trying to run the risk, seeking vengeance for their southern pride. Yeah. Jesse James along for the ride. They ride. They ride. September 7th, they rode into town just to take old Ames down. Grayback rebels trying to run the risk, seeking vengeance for their southern pride.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and getting ready to go. Match 2 of the day. Northern Lights in this one will take on New Prague. JO Volleyball. Here again on court 3 at M1. Live and in person. No AI here in the gym. Northern Lights successful in their first match, a double overtime affair. The second set ending in the 30s. Good volleyball back and forth. And we head to match 2. Their opponent, New Prague, got past Freeze 16-1. And we're going to get ready to go here. Paige Stadler will start us off for Northern Lights. There's the signal for it. We start now. Stadler into the 6. Passed up nicely in system. Right side attack is over the block. Stadler, nice dig. Tao's going to go outside. Fettrell, big swing. Cross court winner for Fettrell. And that's a point. Northern Lights. 28-26, 31-29 in the first match. As Stadler sends serve number 2 over in system. Strong side attack coming. Big swing into the double block. Halbersma and Giguashvili teaming up on that. Stuff block for Northern Lights. 2-0. New Prague got by Freeze 16 blue. 18-19 as Stadler sends over her third serve. Right side attack coming. It's over the block. Stadler with the dig. Halbersma brings it back nicely. Giguashvili, free ball over. And here comes New Prague out of the middle. Tao with the dig. Stadler all the way across. Fettrell over the block into the floor. Point Northern Lights. Quick 3-0 lead for Team Xenon. Stadler down the line this time. Through the fingers into the scorer's table. Ace serve, Paige Stadler. And very quickly here in match number 2, Northern Lights up 4-0. Stadler, good serve again. Nice pickup in the 6. Free ball coming. There it is. Gleason gets underneath it. Stadler with options into Giguashvili. And she scores off the block and to the floor. Giguashvili, good from the middle, and Stadler continues her run. 5-0 now, serve into the 1 this time. Right side attack coming, big swing, block again. Giguashvili having her way out of the middle will give the assist there to Halbersma. And Stadler goes down the line this time, 6-0. Free ball coming, it's over. Tao is there. Stadler with options outside. Fettrell into the block. Step block by New Prague, and they are now on the board, 6-1. Back to serve, down a handful. Good tough serve. Fettrell pops it up, but into the crowd. Point New Prague. New Prague should have 2. The R1 climbs down out of the stand. Apparently some sort of potential rotation issue. Getting it sorted out there. Give you a chance, give me a chance to do some early plugs here. Sam McKay at the Easy Reels brings you this streaming platform. Thank you to Sam for tremendous support throughout the years. Our daughters played together, 2012 maybe? Long ago. This was Sam's, I complained to him that I was not happy with the app I was using to do the scoring on streaming, and Sam says, well, let me figure that out, and here you have it. Easy Reels, streaming application, multiplayer mode, highlight mode, streams free to YouTube, tournament mode, all sorts of good stuff Sam has put into this. And then my good friend, Dr. James D. Welbrock, I'm not sure he's a doctor, nor does he go by James, but Jim Welbrock, my good friend, is currently calling the state weightlifting tournament. Maybe we'll do a little listen, and it's an interesting read. He does a good job down there with Northfield Live. He put the audio portion together, and that enables me just to be the dummy on the mic, bringing you volleyball best I can. Huge thank you to Chad Johnson Music. We played Chad Johnson Music exclusively, not because he pays us to, because he has given us permission to use his music. And if we were to play your run-of-the-mill music, YouTube would want some money for that. So Chad Johnson Music, thank you. And by the way, it's not just free, it's awesome. So look him up on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, all your digital channels. Chad Johnson is there. Local guy, has an affiliation with the club as well, so support Chad Johnson Music. Our friends Bill and Mary Cronin down in Owatonna, Mineral Springs Brewery. If you're in the area, stop on in and say hi. Bill and Mary Cronin had a daughter that played with my daughter Audrey and Jim's daughter Laura. Her name was Kinsey Cronin. She was a fierce middle. And good old Northern Lights Club. We appreciate Kurt and Adam and all that they've done for our families over the years. Thank you to Northern Lights Volleyball Club. My typical executive producer, Kara Spolidoro, running the scoreboard. She is not with me today, so I'm flying solo. And it looks like we did have a rotation problem because the scoreboard has altered to 7-0. So likely a misprint in the lineup sheet. So we're going to go 7-0. Rotation issue. So the ball goes back to Northern Lights and they will rotate. I think Coach Phoebe is trying to figure out, do we rotate or do we continue on with the same server? So the R2 is explaining to Phoebe rotation. I don't think she's upset by any means. I think what she's trying to figure out is who should be serving. R1 wants the captain to come over. The R1's going to explain what's happening. Coach Phoebe trying to figure out who should be serving so she doesn't get a rotation error. R1. Absolute in her explanation of what's happening. Now Coach Audrey up talking to Coach Phoebe. Everyone trying to figure out what's going on here. So I think what's going to happen here is they did side us out, but they're out of rotation, so they're going to give the ball right back. I would expect them maybe to have a point on the side out and to lose their second point. But Coach Phoebe got the explanation. we got another question going back and forth. Boy, it would be nice to have Jenna Gleason mic'd up so we could participate in this conversation. But I think Coach Phoebe, again, just trying to make sure she had the right server back to serve, and we're going to go with Fettrell. Fettrell to serve. And here we go, 7-0, Fettrell down the line. Passed up nicely in system, strong side attack. Big swing, it's over the block, but it's wide. And it's a point Northern Lights after all that. Northern Lights retains their streak and now 8 0 with Fetchel continuing at the line. Fetchel up, Fetchel over into the 6. Passed up nicely in system with options. Right side attack off the high hands. Picked up by Stadler. Tau goes outside to Gleason over the block. Nice pickup in the back row. Strong side attack, big swing. Nice hands by Giguashvili, and we're free ball over by Fetchel. Here comes New Prague. Tip shot over the block into the campfire, and they are on the board. 8-1. Board says 7-1. What did I do wrong? We'll follow the board. This is what happens when you try to do solo. I maybe have bumped the button. Tau, good pass in system. Stadler goes outside. Big swing by Gleason, but it's a bit long. And New Prague now 8. Yeah, I was right. 8-2 the score now on the big board. I maybe should have more confidence and be able to remember what I said 12 seconds ago. Anyway, 8-2 Northern Lights on top. Here comes New Prague over. Fetchel, good pass. Stadler goes to the right side. Halbersma tip shot down the line. Picked up by the libero. Free ball coming. There it is. Pop short. Fetchel goes in to get it. Stadler into the middle. Giguashvili blocked. She recovers her block with an open hand. That's a lift. Point New Prague. Good reaction by Giguashvili to get a hand on it, but she's got to close that fist. Tau, good pass. Stadler into the middle again. Giguashvili off the high hands, picked up by New Prague. Right side attack, big swing off the block to the floor, and New Prague has cut the lead in half. 8-4, they are down, but on a bit of a run. Libero serving up into the 6. Tau goes down to get it, not coming back. Ace serve, and just like that, a 7-point advantage is now 4. Make that 3. Libero serving, down 3. Down the line, Fetchel sends it up high. Tau gets number 2. Giguashvili sends it over free. Middle attack coming, tipped over, picked up by Stadler. Tau goes outside. Halbersma, big swing, down the line. It's good. Point Lights. Great shot, Halbersma, down the line. Giguashvili will serve. That means Dante takes a spot in the middle. We're working 9 to 5. Ain't got no time for living. We're working all the time. Good pass by New Prague. Free ball over. Fetchel goes in to get it. No second contact. And it's a free ball kill for New Prague. 9-6. Tough little shot there. Just bump over the block. Fetchel came screaming in. Got it up in the air, but the net in the way. It falls down on the Lights side, and Fetchel drops her arms. Munson drops her arms, and the serve is long. Point Northern Lights, and Northern Lights up 4, 10-6. As Sakura will come in to serve. Sakura up, Sakura over into the 6. Nice pass in system. Strong side attack coming. It's over the block, over the baseline, and long. Point Northern Lights. Sakura's got the lead back to a handful. And she'll give it another go. Sakura up into the 6. Too far into the 6. Point New Prague. Munson, good pass. Sakura's going to go back right side. Gleason, big swing, but a bigger block, and it's a point New Prague. And again, they're back within 3. 8-11. Serve over. Fetchel pass. Good pick out of the net by Sakura, but no third contact for Northern Lights, and New Prague has trimmed it to a 2-point deficit. Good strong serve again off the net cord. Sakura comes in and gets a piece of it. We'll call it an ace serve. Tough serve off the net cord, found the floor. We're moving right along here as New Prague serves to try to tie things up. Good strong serve again. Munson steps into it. No second contact. 11-11 the score, and New Prague has outscored Northern Lights 11-4 as of late. Northern Lights started off with a 7-0 lead, and now we're knotted at 11. The Dave Koenig point. Dave Koenig, also a friend of the program, out in Ohio. The 11-11, a special set of numbers for him. So we like to acknowledge that here on Spollybrock Sports Network. At M1 in Bloomington, it's warming up outside, but the wind is nasty. Snow starting to melt off a bit, but icing up a little bit due to the wind. 11-11, here comes the serve after the Northern Lights timeout. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler takes number 2. Free ball over by Gleason. And here comes New Prague. Right side attack. Tip picked up by Munson. Sikora is going to go back to Gleason. Tip shot off the block. Score. Nice job, Jenna Gleason on the right side, tooling the block for the kill and point Northern Lights. 12-11. Lights on top, and Gleason earns her way back to the service stripe. Gleason strokes it into the 6, picked up nicely in system. Middle attack coming into the block of Dante and down. Point Northern Lights. Dante block, assist Fettrell. They're both in the neighborhood, but clearly Dante ate that one up. Now Gleason serving with 2-point lead. She goes down the line. Good serve, passed up high. Right side attack, no good. Point Lights. Northern Lights now back on track a little bit, 14-11 after the timeout. They've run 3 straight. Gleason, good strong serve. The overball sent back by Fettrell, but popped up nicely by New Prague. Right side attack, strong side attack, finds the net. Another point for Northern Lights. 15-11 now. Good serve by Gleason, fought off, strong side attack, it's over the block. Gleason with the dig, Sikora with options, goes outside to Fettrell. Fettrell down the line. It's long, no touch, point to New Prague as they come in to serve. Down 3. Good strong serve, but it finds the net. Point Northern Lights, and Lights back to a 4-point advantage with Dante coming back to serve. That means Gigu Ashvili back to the front row. Dante into the 5. Good strong serve. Trouble. Free ball over with one hand. No one home for Lights, and it's a good one. One-handed free ball from the back row. Scores for New Prague. And the deficit is 3. Good strong serve. Tao goes down to get it. Sikora brings it back. And Stadler over the block into the campfire. It's sent back over. Stadler pops it up high. Sikora goes outside. Fettrell roll shot over the block. Picked up by New Prague. Libero comes strong side. Two-hander over. Blocked by Stadler. Stadler stuff block. Gigu Ashvili in the neighborhood will give her an assist. The result, either way, point Northern Lights, and Stadler with the block earns her way back to the service stripe. Up 4, 17-13, drills it into the 1. Good pass high in the air, strong side attack coming. It's over the block. Stadler in to get it. Tao goes outside. Fettrell waits. Attack off the block, picked up by New Prague. Tip shot blocked back by Gigu Ashvili, but it's wide. And it's a point, New Prague. Gigu Ashvili there. Unfortunately, the block just a tile out. Point to New Prague. They should have 14. Big board has 13. We'll see if that gets corrected. There's the 14th point. Tao sends it up. Stadler into the middle. Giguashvili blocks, pops it back up. Halbersma goes outside to Fetchel. Cut shot down the line, picked up by New Prague. Strong side attack. Tip. Scrambling and sent over on 2 by Stadler. Now they coming right side, free ball over. Tao steps into it. Stadler with options. Back to Fetchel. Big swing, cross court. Fetchel scores with a cross-court winner into the 1-2 seam. Pumps her arms. Plenty of support from the fan base here for Northern Lights. It's a good one. Stands are full to our left. Fetchel now serving by 4. Ball on the court. We'll try that one again. It was a good serve, but a ball at the feet of the receiver. Definitely got to replay that one. Now Fetchel will give it another go. Up 4. Fetchel sends it into the 5-6 seam. Pass perfect. Right side attack. Big swing over the block and long. Point Northern Lights, and the lead is back to a handful. Fetchel ready to go. Goes short. Good serve. Sent right back over. Fetchel is there. Stadler all the way across. Gleason steps into it off the block. Picked up by New Prague. Strong side attack. Good swing. Tao is there. Stadler goes outside to Gleason. Ball rolling under her foot. Good job by the coach to get that out of the way. Off the high hand. Stadler with the dig. Tao goes to Gleason. Gleason steps in. Roll shot into the corner. Picked up by New Prague. They're going to come right side. Big swing. Finds the net. Good point, Northern Lights. Excellent assist to the Northern Lights assistant coach there. Gleason approaching her attack with a ball rolling from court 2. Safety most important here in the volleyball community. As Northern Lights wins the race to 20, New Prague wants a timeout to talk it over. Maybe we'll listen in a little bit to the state weightlifting. Let's try that.
Lift from Momsen. Let's see what the judges say. Yes.
And I think we caught both.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Caught the tail end.
The only girl with a chance to go perfect is up next on 1, Alexandra Colonna Vegan. She is 4 for 4, trying for a 38-kilo lift.
All right, state weightlifting, Cannon Falls. Thank you, Northfield Live, for that listening. And Fetchel's going to go down the line. Good pass in system. Strong side attack. Double block there by Halbersma and Giguashvili. Giguashvili again with the block, but this one falls on the Northern Lights side, and it's a point to New Prague. (20-15) the score. New Prague libero to serve, sends it over. Fetchel pops it up. Halbersma is going to help. Gleason from the back row, roll shot over, picked up by New Prague. Strong side attack, big swing off the block and down. Point New Prague, and they're battling back here, down 4 in set number 1. Back to serve libero, trailing 16-20, set 1, match 2 on this Saturday. Back row attack coming from Fetchel, roll shot over the block, picked up, middle attack, tip through the hands of Stadler. It's down for a good kill, and now New Prague just down 3. 17-20. Northern Lights on top. Sent over Fetchel to Stadler. Stadler to Halbersma. Big arm swing, big hand swing. Good for a cross-court winner. Halbersma makes good deep into the 1. Finds the corner for the Northern Lights point. Now back to serve. Giguashvili. 4-point lead. She cocks. She fires. Good serve. Nice pass in system. Strong side attack, big swing. Giguashvili with the dig attempt. It's off the deflection, out of play. Point New Prague. Northern Lights 21, New Prague 18. Set 1, match 2. Here comes the serve. It's over and deep. Munson backs off. Halbersman's going to go over to Gleason. Gleason roll shot, finds the net. And New Prague now down 2. 19-21 the score. Serve over. Gleason pops it up high. Fettrell back to Gleason. Gleason rolled deep into the one. Picked up by New Prague.